There's something men figure out only after it hits them in the face. Just cold cocks them. A lot of modern women aren't looking for a stable relationship. They are looking for stimulation. That's what they're looking for. They want that early rush, that high. They want the excitement of guessing and wondering and chasing a feeling. And here's the thing about feelings, they are fleeting. And when that feeling fades, so do they. Just think, you meet a woman and she comes in strong, right? She's responsive, she's playful, she gives the impression that she's actually interested. So you let your guard down a little, right? You assume she wants something real because she's acting like she does. Keyword acting. But then the moment you show solid interest, what happens? She switches up on you, right? She doesn't talk as much. The tone is different. It feels like you went from being someone that she was excited about to someone she's just tolerating. Does that sound familiar? And you sit there just racking your mind, just trying to figure out what changed because you know you didn't. You didn't change. You didn't say anything wild or out of pocket. You didn't push too hard. You didn't do anything that you wouldn't normally do. Dude, what happened is simple. You know what it is? The novelty wore off. That's it. The novelty wore off. The initial excitement she felt isn't there anymore. And she doesn't know how to function without her emotional swing. She doesn't know how to deal with that hit, that high that she got. And you start doing what you think a good man should do, right? Consistent communication, clear intentions, actually showing care. And instead of pulling her closer, it convinces her that she can drift without losing anything. She reads your steadiness as something she doesn't have to work for. And anything she doesn't have to work for starts to feel dull to her, right? She gets bored. And this is where most men, they just make the situation worse. In this moment, what do? They double down, right? You try harder. You start over explaining yourself, right? You fill the silence. You try to solve problems that aren't even problems. You reassure her when nothing is actually wrong. And without realizing it, you confirm exactly what pushed her away. She doesn't have to put in effort because you're doing all of it for the both of you, right? It's not 50-50 or 100-100, however you want to fraction it off. You're doing 200, she's doing 0, dude. And the truth is, here's the thing, a woman who runs on stimulation does not care about who you are as a man. She doesn't care, okay? You know what she cares about? She cares about how she feels around you in the moment. In the moment. If the feeling is strong, she's fully present. If she isn't feeling that internal spark, she disconnects. It's that simple. She'll talk one day like you're important, then disappear the next because her attention landed somewhere else. So therefore, there's no pattern that you can rely on because her behavior, it changes with her mood. Like I said, feelings are fleeting. A woman who actually wants a relationship, she doesn't operate like that woman. She doesn't disappear when she gets comfortable. She doesn't drop off the map when her day isn't exciting. She doesn't treat connection like a mood swing. She is steady. She has follow through. She actually shows interest even when nothing special is happening. Where this woman is, I have no idea. She's an elusive creature. I have yet to meet one out in the wild, but if you find one, you're dude, one in a mill, man. But back to the other type of woman, that a stimulation-driven woman is completely different. She's completely different. She'll hit you up when she's lonely and then ignore you when something else, feels more entertaining. And then what does she do? Then she reappears again when she wants attention. This woman, she's not trying to build anything with you. She's trying to satisfy whatever she feels in that moment. Your presence is a convenience, not a priority. And here's the part that men never see coming. When she pulls away, it's usually not about you at all. It's not about you. She's trying to see what happens internally within herself when you're not in front of her. She's checking herself, not you. She wants to know if she misses you, or if the drop in contact makes her feel nothing. That's why she stops responding. Not because she's trying to teach you a lesson per se, but because she wants to study her own reaction. That's usually what's going on. And this is why chasing never works, so don't do it. The moment she distances herself, your next move decides everything. Everything. If you push forward, you convince her she doesn't have anything to lose. But if you step back and don't do anything, you don't chase, the truth shows up fast. It does. Bottom line, she either realizes she cares and comes back with effort, or she drifts away and frees you from wasting more of your time. A woman who wants to build a life won't let distance stretch without addressing it. She won't, but a woman who lives on stimulation uses distance as her way of checking out while pretending nothing is wrong. That is a difference when it comes to distance. And if you're a man with goals and self-respect and standards, this type of woman is nothing but a setback, dude. She's an interruption. She'll interrupt your focus, man. She'll pull you away from your mission and your path. And she'll also make you question your healthy traits that you possess, like consistency and reliability and seriousness. She'll leave you feeling like being a grounded man is some kind of flaw. But when in reality, she's the one who isn't equipped to handle anything steady. You're not losing someone meaningful when she leaves, dude. You're losing someone who is using your attention, the attention that you gave her, to get through her own boredom and her own insecurities and whatever else she's got going on inside of herself that she hasn't yet dealt with. She's not doing the inner work. She's just using you as a drug, basically. Something to reset her nervous system. A woman who is truly stable, she won't disappear on you when things get calm. When things calm down, she's still there. She gets closer even. She grows with you. She invests. A woman who runs on stimulation just bails. She bails the second the excitement fades. That's some 20-year-old energy right there. It's that manic pixie dream girl crap. Okay? But here's the bottom line. When she pulls back, you stop where you are. Okay? You don't, like I said, you don't chase. You don't explain anything. You don't fight for clarity. You don't try to win her back, dude. You let her behavior answer the question for you. If she comes back with real effort, then she wanted you. But if she doesn't, dude, she only wanted the high she got in the beginning. Okay? Just think Kesha. Your love is my drug. She's Kesha, okay? That's the archetype we're talking here. Kesha. But either way, you get the truth without wasting your time, okay? Once you identify this type of woman, do what I'm saying, and you will not have your time wasted, okay? And if you're in that situation right now, you need to get out, dude, all right? Because she is using you. She is not trying to build anything with you, man. And dude, a man with a future cannot afford to attach himself to someone who can't stay steady for even a week, okay? And if you're one of those dudes that's looking for marriage, they're a bit longer than a week. Well, usually nowadays. Nowadays, there's a lot that just last a week or even a few days. But yeah, I mean, you can't build anything with a woman who treats attention like a temporary solution to whatever she's feeling. Okay, and that's a lot of these women out there. Okay, they act one way, but they are another. Okay. And it's your job to just have good pattern recognition. I'm giving you the blueprint here on what to look for, if it's a woman who is just stimulation-driven, okay? If she's just looking for another hit of you, but only at her convenience, then you need to just drop her, dude. Drop her like a bad habit, bro. But yeah, I mean, you need someone who values consistency, dude. You need someone who respects your effort. Someone who shows up even when the feeling isn't explosive or new, okay? Until you meet that kind of woman, protect your time and guard your focus. A woman who needs stimulation more than she needs stability will drain you, bro, of a lot of things. But a woman who can stay grounded, she will help you build something real. Okay? So, like I said, recognize the difference early as possible. Okay? And walk away as soon as you see that you're dealing with the wrong one. Okay? The moment you got a Kesha, let her go, buddy.